Welcome back to Clover's Reptiles family, and it is brumation season again.
All right, everyone. So as Leilani mentioned in the intro, it is brumation season 2023, right?
Yes.
All right. And we have all of our bins ready to put away all of our adult, sub-adult, and even some of this year's hatchlings that we're holding back for ourselves or that we acquired that we bought from other breeders going into our brumation fridge that's right behind us here. And it's already been running for 2 weeks to make sure that the temperatures are not fluctuating, that's set to the perfect temperature. And right now it's set to 65 degrees because all of our animals that are growing into brumation have been off heat for the last 4 to 5 days. And the ambient temperature in this room is 78 degrees. So I don't want to put them into 50 degrees directly because they can go into shock. So we're going to do 65, let them settle in at that temperature for a couple, 2-3 days, and then bring down the temperature down to 55 and then 50. That 50 is the end goal for brumation for 2 months. So today it's October 7th?
8th.
October 8th today?
Yeah.
Oh, today is October 8th. And we're a couple days a little off schedule. My voice is a little raspy right now because I'm just getting over the flu. So we're a couple days behind schedule because the flu hit me a little hard. But the animals, all the snakes that are going to brumation will be coming out January 2nd. We decided to do brumation earlier this year. Last year, we waited all the way to December and it set us back a couple months. And we had babies later on in the year. So this year we decided to start earlier or, the usual time and start breeding in, beginning of January.
Yeah.
So this year we have so far 28 snakes that are going into brumation. We have, 12 adult females.
And then
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 adult males and 3 subadult females.
3? No.
Yeah.
4. No. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Babies. Sorry.
So 3 adult sub females
And 2
2
baby females.
Yeah, they're probably like 6-7 months old, and then we have a yearling male too. He's very on smaller size, so he's gonna go into brumation, but he's actually breeding age already. But he's taking a while to grow, and we have a couple other holdbacks that we're gonna keep for ourselves from the stuff that we hatched out this year, but they have not come off heat, so we're gonna take them off heat probably
during Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Give them a couple days to adjust to the room ambient temperature, and then put them in the brumation. For them, it's not too necessary to do 2 full months because they're not gonna be breeding. But personally, here at Clover's Reptiles, we like to do all of our snakes do brumation from the year they're born. It just helps out a lot. I think it gets them into a natural state of brumation. So that's going to be, a lot more snakes. I think we have like another 10 hatchlings that we still need to put into brumation. So like I said, we have a lot. So it will be like about 30 to 38 or 40, something like that, around that. Leonie, any
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Also, too, when you do brumation, it like resets how they like kind of think too. Because before Phoenix, she was a very aggressive, like food aggressive snake. But after we took her out of brumation, she was more calm and had less of a food aggression response and more of a calm response. So also too, when they do come out of brumation, it also helps sometimes with their personalities just because of a different mindset of thinking.
Yes, I agree. So you can actually tell, like even 3-year-old female that hasn't gone into brumation, once they go into brumation and they come out of brumation, you can see the change. Like their body, muscular structure changes. Their body gets a little wider, so they do have some kind of physical response and also a behavioral response after the initial brumation they go through. So, like I said, last year we brumated all of our snakes that we had, and everything went well. And we're using the same substrate, the cocoa core, moist cocoa core, for our brumation substrate. The bigger bins for the females, these medium bins for the adult males, and then the smaller ones for our hatchlings and anything that's less than like 50 grams. Yeah, year-olds. Not even year-olds, but anything that's less than 50 grams. So if you guys want more detail on how to set up your brumation, what equipment, what setup equipment and bins and stuff like that, go to our brumation playlist, go watch it, and good luck on your brumation. So let's look into some of the females, because we do have new females that are going into brumation. And you guys haven't seen them. We've been concentrating this year so much on our babies, our hatchlings. We put a lot of content out of our babies, and we've lacked a little bit on our adults and our
separate collection.
Yeah,
I would call it a separate collection.
Our permanent collection, right?
Yeah, our permanent collection.
There we go. So let's update you guys on some of this stuff here. Here's an update of new additions that we have, and they will be breeders next year. So, Leilani, what do we have here?
So this is an albino.
Arctic albino.
Arctic albino.
Anaconda.
And this is my sister's snake. She doesn't have a name yet, so we're still coming up for a name for her. But this is also my sister's other snake, and she is
a super anaconda, and she is Poshet lavender. So more more females that can create some lavenders. Because as you guys know, we did lose Princess Peach. That was our het lavender female that did produce a good amount of babies for us and killed it with the odds. So we got her. We have a AAA, so Arctic albino female, and let's jump on to next one.
So this is my snake. She is a double het coral, which is albino and lavender, and she is also anaconda. So she is a very high expression anaconda. She barely has any pattern, and she is also she's gonna be a breeder this year too.
Yep,
right?
this coming year.
So we are going to breed her to.
We're not sure yet if we're gonna breed her. We have a coral, so albino lavender visual male that we produced this year, and if he's big enough, then we'll probably breed her with her, but it all depends.
Also too, her name is Smoky Bear. I don't know why I came up with that name, just maybe because of her colors, like the color of like smoke almost.
You guys did see this female earlier in our videos, our breeding videos, but she was not part of our brumation last year because we picked her up earlier this year from our friend Jamie J&C Hogs. And this is, we named my girls named her Winifred Sanderson. So there's 3 of them, and they're all named after the Sanderson sisters. And she's a very nice high red albino female that produce very beautiful babies that you guys have seen on our Hognose, the hatchling videos that we produce. So she's also going to brumation this year.
Mary Sanderson. She is, what is she? She's albino.
She's an albino, high red albino. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just a high red albino that we also got from Jamie. She's the second girl out of the 3 that we got from him. And I have to say, his albinos are just they are so pretty because their expression and the redness and the oranges are just so high.
Mm-hmm.
They almost look like extreme reds. And it's just fascinating to me how he has worked on that project for so long. So he's concentrated on the albinos a lot. So he has some really good quality albinos. And she gave us some really nice albinos too. I would say she had, out of all the albinos we had, she had some of the most high reds.
Oh, of
right?
course, yeah. Yeah.
Because she was with Clover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she had some of the most high red albinos,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them have already been bought because they're just so pretty.
Yeah.
So.
And we're keeping a female from her and a male. For the male, to breed in the future. I haven't shown the female that we're keeping from her just yet, but the next video is going to be an update on all of our hatchings that we're keeping this year. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for that. And some are from her.
From her clutch.
Yep.
From her and Clover's.
Yep. And then this is Sarah Sanderson, so the third sister. And another albino female from Jamie at JNC Hugs. And beautiful super anaconda albino that produced a good amount of babies. That was from that was paired to the Arctic lavender. So there were some AAA head lavender, albino head lavenders. Really cool stuff out of that pairing. So like I said, you guys did saw her earlier in our videos about the hatchlings, but didn't see her last year for Brumation. So she will be going Brumation with us this year.
Artist. She is a normal type color, but she is Arctic, het albino, and she is anaconda.
Yeah. And you guys did see her last year for Brumation because she was with us last year. Did they see Manasa last year? Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was the star of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Artist.
And so here's another small girl that's going into Brumation. She's a yearling, but beautiful. We got her from Armando and Jenny at Roswell Reptiles. And this is a really nice 100% het permafrost female. So she is het sable, caramel, and Dutch hypo. And she is possibly Arctic. A little hard to tell, but we're gonna, hopefully be able to prove that out one day. So here's a really nice female that will also be going Brumation that we picked up.
So this is one of our holdbacks. Can they see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is.
Ask them. Get closer.
So this is one of our holdbacks from this year. She is sable, het toffee belly, and she's also Arctic. So one thing we've been focusing on is getting kind of reddish brown coloration. Reddish brown coloration this way. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's cool how most of our sables have a high reddish brown in their head, and then their body is more brown. I think the Arctic also has to do a play in that because the Arctic does make some colors more orange or reddish, and it kind of cancels out the brown a little bit. So I think that's really cool how our sables have that reddish brown head with the brown body. It's almost like an ombre. But she will be breeding in 2 years?
No,
3.
3 years.
3 years.
So she's got a good amount of growth.
Yeah, but she's already big for 6-7 months.
Yeah, she grew really quick. So this girl we picked up. We got from Jeff Gale with JMG Reptiles. And we got her earlier this year. It was January. I think at January we got it. And she is 100% het Swiss chocolate. So Once I saw the Swiss chocolate, it was I said I had to have one. I have to have one. So here's the 100% het Swiss chocolate female we got, and we also are waiting on our visual Swiss chocolate male that we're about to be getting either later on this year or maybe probably January time frame, depends on the weather and stuff like that. So really cool female, has gained a lot of size with us, and she's eating well. So can't wait for another. She's got another like 2 years to get some size on her, and then she's gonna be breeding. This guy here, it's also from Jenny and Armando Russell Reptiles, and he is a anaconda toffee belly het sable. So he's a Mai Tai maker. Beautiful guy. Look at that belly, and he was. So this guy is over a year old, and he took a while for us to get feeding. For some reason, he was feeding good with Jenny and Armando at Russell Reptiles, but once he got here, it got difficult feeding him. We actually had to feed him live, and then he finally switched over to frozen. So we're hoping once brumation goes, when he comes back to brumation, he snaps out of that and he becomes a ferocious eater and gains some size.
I think he's been on the channel before.
Yeah.
He's dwarf. I think he's in an unboxing or something like that.
Maybe he's in an unboxing. Yeah.
He I know he's in a video. I remember recording him somewhere. I'm not sure what video, guys. But
here's another hatchling that we got this year from Sparks Hogs. It's a female super anaconda axanthic. So if you guys know the nickname for that, it's Silver Bullet, because it looks really nice, silver color all the way down, really nice. So we got her just to add to our snow projects. So she's snow, you know, axanthic, het albino, so she's a snow maker. She's a little fidgety. So she will also be going to brumation.
Snowflake, my sister's snake. He is a lavender, and he'll be part of our lavender project. So we have a lot more lavenders now. We're just trying to up our chances of having more lavenders. So he is just lavender. So if he's paired to the pos het lavender, not the pos het lavenders, the het lavender females, he should not all of his babies, but most of his babies should be lavender. So that'd be cool to see, because last year we got one lavender, but I think if we bred him and Neil to some of the other lavenders, we would get a lot more lavenders this year. So he's gonna be added to our collection for the lavender project.
No. All right, and if I believe this is the last male that we added to our collection this year or last year. I'm not even sure when we got him yet.
I think we got him last year.
Yeah, and also from J&C Hogs from Jamie, and it's a super Arctic toffee belly. So it's called a Pink Punch. Is a nickname. Beautiful animal. You guys can see full black eyes, and he's got a really dark toffee colored belly. And one of the coolest things I think about this too is the coloration that happens, and then the pink that come out in the background too. So as well, another male breed that's going to be breeding for us next year too. So still haven't figured out all of our breeding pairings, but we're gonna have 2 months to really think about it and see what we're gonna do with the pairings between the males and females. So here's another male that we got. This is a Arctic albino het sable, so sunburst maker male. We don't have a female, but we got him from our friend Jamie, and we couldn't turn him down, so we're gonna see what we do with him, since we don't have a het sunburst or sunburst female, but still a really nice Arctic albino. Not sure what's going to be our project or where we're going to head with him. He might just be a backup male that we have next year, just to in case one of the males is not breeding or becoming a good pairing with one of our females. All right, so yeah, this is the last guy that we're adding to our collection, and that's going into brumation this year. The next step into doing the brumation is we're weighing all the snakes, inputting them into Husbandry Pro, setting the brumation on Husbandry Pro, and then put them into our fridge. Thank you again, everyone, for watching this video. Please go subscribe, like, and comment this video. Also hit the notification button so you guys know every time we upload a new video. And I want to thank our partners, Ship Your Reptiles. Leilani's wearing one of the hats. And make sure you use our code Clovers15 so you guys can get $15 off of one shipment on your account. Also, Husbandry Pro, go in the link below to you can subscribe to a 30-day free trial. And like I said, I just want to thank you guys again.
Also, in the description, we have a link to US ARC, which you guys should support because they help give us the privilege to own reptiles because of laws that are going on right now, as you guys know, in Florida. So they help us a lot, allowing us to keep our animals, and they protect the privilege for keeping our animals. So you guys go support them. It goes to a good cause, and it's just great what they've done for us.
And it's not just, there's two US ARCs, US ARC National and US ARC Florida. And you don't have to live in Florida to become a US ARC Florida member. So go ahead in the link below, like Leilani said, subscribe, get a membership to both of them and help us out and help your love for reptiles. And thank you again. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.